Good morning, children. 9th standard. I'm going to give you the answers for the geography second lesson. That is lithosphere 2 exogenetic processes. Answers I am going to give today. Already I gave you the answers for choose the correct answer, match the following, short answers. Have you not? Do you remember in the previous classes I gave you this answers? Choose the correct answer, match the following, then consider the given statement, answer in brief, that is short answer, and give reasons. I gave you all the answers for that. Today I am going to give you the answers for distinguish between and the detailed answers. Okay, we'll write distinguish between the following. That is Roman letter 6. First one, physical weathering, chemical weathering. Answer. First point, it is the breakdown of first point. Children, for the distinguish between, you have to divide. Understand? Like tabular column, you have to write. Okay. So, it is physical weathering and another side is chemical weathering. It is the breakdown of rocks without changing their chemical composition. Through the action of physical forces. And in chemical weathering, the first point, disintegration and decomposition of decomposition of rocks due to chemical reaction of rocks due to chemical reaction is called chemical weathering. Can you able to see? Okay. So, this is the first point. And second point, physical weathering. Second point. the constant freezing and thawing of rocks during the night and day leads to the expansion and contraction of rocks. And in this chemical weathering, the second point. This is predominantly high in the hot and humid regions, predominantly high in the hot and humid regions, such as the equatorial tropical and subtropical zones. And the third point. Exfoliation block disintegration granular disintegration etc. or the different types of or the different types of physical weathering. And in this third point, chemical weathering takes place chemical weathering takes place through the processes of oxidation, carbonation, solution and hydration. Solution and hydration. Children, you are in 9th standard. Next standard, you are going to face the public exam. So, for distinguish between, you have to write like this. Understand? The tabular column. Okay, physical weathering and chemical weathering. Again, I will explain you. Physical weathering, it is the breakdown of rocks without changing their chemical composition through the action of physical forces. Chemical weathering, disintegration and decomposition. Disintegration and decomposition. Decomposition of rocks due to chemical reaction is called chemical weathering. Okay. Can you able to see? Yeah. Second point, the constant freezing and thawing of rocks during night and day leads to the expansion and constriction of rocks. And in this second point, this is predominantly high in the hot and humid regions such as the equatorial, tropical and subtropical zones. And physical weathering, third point, exfoliation, block disintegration, granular disintegration, etc. are the different types of physical weathering. And in chemical weathering, the third point is chemical weathering takes place through the processes of oxidation, carbonation, solution and hydration. So, this is the first distinguish between. Okay. And I will write the second distinguish between now. Take down the question, children. Second one, copy it from your book. The question. You just write in your classwork notebook. Take your classwork notebook and write. Because you don't have the direct answers in your book. Distinguish between, you don't have the direct answers in your book. So, I am writing it on the board as notes. So, you have to copy it in your classwork notebook. Then only it will be easy for you to learn. Okay. And second one, second question is delta and estuary. Delta and estuary. First point. A triangular shaped low-lying areas formed low-lying areas formed by the river at its mouth. By the river at its mouth is called delta. And the first point, estuary. Estuary is formed where the rivers meets the sea. Estuary formed where the rivers meets the sea. Okay, and second point in this, delta have fine deposits deltas have fine deposits of sediments enriched with minerals. Enriched with minerals. And in this, the second point is estuary. Deposition of silt by the river is not possible here in the estuaries. In the estuaries like delta, as if the waves keep on eroding the deposits. Eroding the deposits. And third point, this is the last point. Example, Kaveri Delta, Tamil Nadu. And in this, the third point, example, river Narmada and Tapti. So this is the second one. Okay. Second, distinguish between. Third, distinguish between. I'll give you in the next class. Okay, children. Thank you. Bye.